Hi everybody, welcome back to Dinosaur in the Library. Thank you so much if you're subscribed, and thank you so much if you viewed my videos, and thank you for being here if you're watching this one. I'm having a lot of fun so far, and I look forward to tons more booktube videos. And tonight's video will be about my December/Christmas book haul. Some of them were presents, some of them were a result of gift cards that came as presents, and some of them are just things I picked up this month through various and sundry ways, and I just wanted to give you guys a look at what I got this month. So the first set of books I got as a result of volunteering at the local Scholastic Book Fair's warehouse during their big December sale. And you volunteer and you put books away and do different things in the warehouse, and you get $10 an hour in book vouchers. And I volunteered for 20 hours, so I got $200 worth of book vouchers, and when everything is about 50% off, you're looking at somewhere between $300 and $400 worth of books. So everybody got lots of books for Christmas. My goddaughter, two of my friends' daughters, they all got books. So the first thing I got was On a Beam of Light, a story of Albert Einstein, by Jennifer Byrne, pictures by Vladimir Radunsky. Just a really cute telling of Albert Einstein's life and work in picture book form. And I've been wanting to read this for a while, and it was in paperback, so it was way cheaper, and I could actually afford to get it. And so, yeah, and I got this also for my friend's daughter as well. The next one I picked up for my wife. It's called Night Song, and it's about a tiny little bat. And the authors are not on the front cover. Ari Burke and Lauren Long. And it's just a really beautifully illustrated book. And it's about this adorable little bat. And my wife loves bats, so there you go. It's the only reason I needed. The next book is, I was introduced to this because my friend Sarah absolutely loves this series, and it's the Tacky the Penguin series, and the book I got was Tacky's Christmas, and this is Tacky up here on top of the sign. You can see all the other penguins are wearing scarves and hats, and Tacky is in Hawaiian shirt. This is kind of a picture of my life. This is me, everybody else, right? This comes with a CD of Tacky's Christmas carols, including Deck the Iceberg, Oh Tacky Tree, and Sandy Claus, C-L-A-W-Z, is coming to town. So I haven't listened to the CD, but the book is really cute. All the Tacky the Penguin books are really cute, and I credit Sarah with finding this, and I love it. The next one I found when I was doing a project on Appalachian picture books several years ago, and it's about the women, I think they were all women, women who used to go up into the Appalachian Mountains on horseback with books for people who lived on the farms and homesteads up there. And here she is in the background. And it's, oh, I'm sorry, it's That Book Woman by Heather Henson, pictures by David Small. And there are a couple of books that talk about similar things. This just happened to be the one that the warehouse had, and it was on sale for like $5. So I picked this one up. And the last one I got a copy of for everybody that I was buying books for at the warehouse sale, and it's the Snatch-A Book by Helen and Thomas Doherty. And this is like, who's stealing all the stories? And the bunny is, of course, reading the stories, and they're going missing. This is the Snatch-A Book. This is probably going to be a tattoo for me at some point, because this is possibly the cutest book-related critter I have ever seen. So yeah, everybody got this book. I love this. That's all I got at the sale that were books. I got a couple other cute things that were not books, but were book related, but I didn't bring them over here with me. The next set of things I got, oh, no, wait, I'm sorry, I forgot to. Oh, no. So I also got two books that were for older children. One is, I think, it's ages 8 to 12, it says on the back. It's Escape from Mr. Limoncello's Library by Chris Grabenstein. And I've heard nothing but good things about this. It's a library. I can't hate it. Can't wait to read this. Then the second one, I'm sure all you booktubers will be familiar with. This is Cinder, the first book in the Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer. I have not gotten a chance to read this series yet. I've been wanting to read it for quite some time, and I just happened to be able to pick up a copy there at the warehouse for super cheap, and hopefully I'll get to read it before school starts so that by the time the next break comes, I can pick up the rest of them in paperback and read them all in one sitting. And that is all I got at the warehouse. So the next set of books, so you can see the bookshelves behind me. In my first video, I was not sitting in the floor in front of my bookshelves because I had a sprained ankle and I wasn't sure I could get up off the floor wearing the big orthopedic boot. So I was sitting on the couch, but this is our main bookshelf and it looks a lot better than it did a couple of days ago. We pulled 4 bags, the big reusable grocery bags full of books off of the shelf. And my mom and brother went through them and pulled probably about a bag's worth. And then I took the rest to a local used bookstore and we traded them in for some credit. And I didn't get a whole lot of stuff when we traded them in just because I knew that I had a stack of books at home to read. And also I haven't read these here and a few others on this shelf. So I was trying to be good. But this first one, I collect this series. It's called Heroes in Hell. It was created by Janet Morris, and they call it a braided mega novel. Essentially, it's just a big bunch of anthologies of short stories, and they're set in hell, and there's all these famous people like Napoleon and Cleopatra, and Mark Antony and Julius Caesar, Alexander the Great, Che Guevara, and of course the devil. And they're running about doing all kinds of random things, and it's really interesting. They were published, I think this one was published in '86. And I don't remember exactly how many there are, but I know there's 6 or 7 of them, and I have this one and 3 others. But this is the first one in the series, and anytime I find these, I snatch them up because they are hard to find. And I was just very excited to get hold of this. And really cheap as well. I traded for it, so it's free, but there you go, used. And then the other I got from there is by China Mieville, and it's called Unlondon. And I heard some really good things about this, plus I think there's a library in it. I can't help it. I love libraries. Also, I read Kraken by China Mieville, and I really, really enjoyed it. So I'm hoping this one will be as good, and from everything I've read and seen, it will be. Let's see. Okay, the next things I'll do are the things I got as presents. And this first one was actually gifted to me and my wife by my mom, and it's Obsessed with Star Trek. Test your knowledge of the Star Trek universe. 2,500 questions for 1 or 2 players. And as you can see down here in the corner, it's got a little electronic thing. When you turn it on, it gives you a question. You go to whatever question it is, and you or your opponent put in your answers, and you see how many you get right. I haven't been able to watch as much Star Trek as I used to, so I've probably forgotten a lot of this, so we'll see how terrible I am at it when we get a chance to play this. The second book was a present to my wife from my mom, and it's Dr. Mutter's Marvels, A True Tale of Intrigue and Innovation at the Dawn of Modern Medicine by Kristen O'Keefe Aptowitz. And if I've mispronounced your last name, I'm terribly sorry. But it's about the Mutter Museum, which is a medical museum in Philadelphia, I believe. And they have lots of preserved human remains and different oddball things. And it's just a very cool, interesting museum that we both really want to go to someday. And this is a book all about it, so we're both excited to read this. The next book I got, this one was actually to me. It's Hillbilly, A Cultural History of an American Icon by Anthony Harkins, who is an assistant professor of history at Western Kentucky University. And it's just all about the hillbilly image in popular culture, things like music, but also things like the Beverly Hillbillies and Deliverance. And my brother wanted to know if they were talking about the hillbilly horror genre, which would have been really cool, but they really didn't get into that too much. They did mention Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but not in any depth. But it was a really interesting read, and I'm, being from Alabama, am very extremely interested in breakdowns of different cultural stereotypes and cultural images of the South in popular culture. And I really enjoyed this. Then the next one, it was on my wish list, and I talked about this in my last video that I really hoped I got this, and I did. I opened this Christmas Day, and I was very excited. As you can see, I'm already halfway through. I probably would be further, but We had really heavy rains here last week, and our house kind of flooded, so we've been dealing with that aftermath, and I haven't gotten as much reading as I would have liked. But I'm going to get through with this one as soon as possible, because A, it's really good, and I want to see how it ends, and B, because I really want to get to my other books. So those were the ones that I got strictly as presents, and then my brother, bless his heart, gave me a Barnes & Noble gift card, and so I immediately, the day after Christmas, went running to Barnes & Noble. And the day that I picked this one up, which I talked about in my last video, which I loved, the time travel sci-fi short stories, I said that I saw another anthology. It's the Time Traveler's Almanac, and the color is just absolutely hideous with the lights. I won't hold it up for too long, but I'll let you see the color there. And it's just 72 journeys into time from various authors. They have excerpts of things like The Time Machine, but they're also individual standalone short stories. And this is edited by Anne and Jeff Vandermeer, and it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. The next book I got with my gift card is the second in a series. The first in a series is back here behind me on the shelf. This is Terry Pratchett and Stephen Baxter's The Long War, which is the second book after The Long Earth. Yes, The Long Earth. And I read that about a year ago, and I really enjoyed it, and just have not had a chance to pick this up. And I saw it on the shelf when I was using my gift card and snatched it straight away because I love Terry Pratchett, and though this is not Discworld, it is amazing. So you should pick this up if you like sci-fi. And the third one was on sale, half off, so of course I snatched it up. It's a book I've been wanting to read for a while, and it looks really fun. It's called Horror Store, and it's by Grady Hendrix. And it's set up in an IKEA-like store, and there's something horrible going on. And of course I didn't open to a page with a picture that I wanted to show you. But the book is set up like a catalog for an IKEA-like store. So it's, and you can see the front. It gives you a map of the store, and it just looks like a lot of fun, and I love horror, so, and it was half off, so I couldn't pass it up. I think the last, oh goodness, I've gone a little quicker than I thought. So the last book is not actually a Christmas present, but it's a book I just got, and I've had a copy of this continuously since I was 12, so the last 23 years. And that's J.R.R. Tolkien's The Hobbit. And my 12th birthday, my stepdad gave me a boxed set of The Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings. And it was this edition, the Ballantine edition. And I, of course, that was my first experience with Tolkien, and I fell in love with it. And it's just been one of my favorite things my entire life since then. And over the years, of course, I lost some of my books from when I was younger, so I no longer had that edition. And I've just long been searching for this particular cover, this particular edition. And I just happened to notice that my brother had that set when I was over there taking our books for them to go through the other day. And bless his heart, sweet as he is, he exchanged this copy for my much newer mass market paperback of The Hobbit. So now I have my very own edition again of my first Hobbit, and I love this so much. And yeah, so there's that. And that's all the books I got for Christmas and during the month of December. I probably won't be getting any in the next couple of days. I have enough to read as it is right now, and the semester is fast approaching, and I have things I have to get done before school starts, so there's that to deal with. But I'm hopeful that I'm going to get through at least most of the books that I talked about in this video. I'll certainly get through the picture books. I've already read some of them. But I'm hoping I'll get through all of the other books, and maybe I'll get to talk about them. After the semester starts, I'll be doing one video a week probably, unless I just happen to be able to do 2 that week. But between now and the semester starting, I'm hoping that I can get 2 or 3 more videos thrown in, just so that I can have a few on my channel and have a little more fun and be able to do a few more videos before I have to get back into the grind. So look for those. And the last thing I want to talk about is something really cool, something that I thought was really cool that happened yesterday. So back in October, I did a guest blog post for the Nerdy Book Club. And if you don't know what that is, it's a website that talks about children's books and young adult books, and has a lot of awesome people doing blogging on there, and you can apply to do a guest blog. And my idea got chosen, and it was a top 10 post of the top 10 LGBTQ books I wish I had known about when I was younger, when I was just a wee lesbian. And it, I posted it, and it got a little bit of retweeting when it happened. It was October the 4th, during LGBTQ History Month, and it's, been a couple months, so I hadn't thought about it. Well, yesterday I got a whole bunch of Twitter notifications that I had a whole bunch of likes and retweets and a tweet that I was mentioned in, and Donalyn Miller, who is involved in Nerdy Book Club and everything else involving children's literature, in the entire universe, it seems, had tweeted my blog post. And so if you don't know who Donalyn Miller is, she wrote The Book Whisperer, Awakening the Inner Reader in Every Child, and also Reading in the Wild, The Book Whisperer's Key to Cultivating Lifelong Reading Habits. And they're just books about how to, she's a reading teacher, and I think also social studies, in an elementary school or middle school, and they're just books about how to get kids excited about reading and different techniques you can use to make them excited and to get them involved in their reading. And they're just fabulous books, and everybody seems to love them, and she's awesome. So for the fact that she tweeted me of her own volition was pretty amazing to me. And if you're interested, I will link the Nerdy Book Club guest blog that I did down below in the description box. And I think that's all I had for this video. So thank you so much for sitting here and listening to me ramble on and on about books. And I apologize for the lighting, and I also apologize if you can hear my hamster running on her wheel. Nora really does love her wheel, and I'm not sure how much the microphone is picking up. But hopefully I will see you at least once more this week, maybe more. And if not, have a wonderful and happy New Year's, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!